The following announcement has been paid for by Perched on the Top Rope.
Hey guys, this is Wolfie D, and you are listening to Perched on the Top Rope podcast.
Welcome everyone to Perched on the Top Rope. I am your host, former dirt sheet writer from Ringside News, Sportskeeda, and Daily DDT. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Lee Walker, and this Saturday we have WWE's Crown Jewel Perth. Now the event starts Saturday, October 11th in the RCA Arena in Perth, Australia, to which you can watch on the ESPN app. And for those in America Eastern Time, this event will start at 8 in the morning. Now that's a lot better than 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, like other places will have to watch. Now there is a highlight to this pay-per-view. This is the first Crown Jewel held outside of Saudi Arabia. And we have 5 amazing matches. We have Rhea Ripley competing in her home country of Australia, teaming with Io Sky to take on the Kabuki Warriors of Asuka and Kairi Sane in a tag team match. In a singles match, we have John Cena versus AJ Styles. We have Big Bronson Reed taking on Roman Reigns. And we also have, for the WWE Women's Crown Jewel Championship, the Raw Women's Champion, Stephanie Vaquer, will take on the SmackDown Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton. And, much like their counterparts for the males, the male WWE Crown Jewel Championship is on the line as Cody Rhodes, the SmackDown undisputed WWE Champion, will take on the World Heavyweight Champion from WWE Raw, Seth Rollins. Now, Crown Jewel 2025 marks a new chapter for the WWE International presentation. For the first time, the event leaves Saudi Arabia, landing in Perth's Arc Arena, a modern venue expected to create a lively atmosphere for one of the company's biggest fall shows, being Crown Jewel. Now, the main card will air live at 8 p.m. Eastern Time in the United States, reflecting the Australian time zone difference and creating an early start for North American fans. WWE will be executing another takeover beginning Friday, October 10th, with SmackDown, followed by the PLE on Saturday and Raw on Monday, all in the same arena. The crowd should be buzzing, and all 5 matches have buzz all around them. Now, fans, with that being said, let's take a look at the card and figure out how these 5 matches came about. Now, we will start with Rhea Ripley and Io Sky taking on the Kabuki Warriors. How did we get here? Well, it all started at Night 2 of SummerSlam, when Rhea Ripley and Io Sky competed for the Women's World Championship. Though neither won, afterwards it was Ripley and Sky who maintained a friendly relationship, much to the dismay of Sky's former Damage Control stablemates, the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. But more specifically, Asuka. Asuka, who confronted Io Sky multiple times, claiming that Sky should end her friendship with Ripley. And at WrestlePalooza, Sky was scheduled to face Stephanie Vaquer for the vacant Raw Women's title. And it was here Asuka stated that she and Sane would help her win. But Sky declined their help, and Sky subsequently lost the match. And 2 nights later on WWE Raw, Asuka confronted Vaquer, stating that Sky should have won the match and the title instead. This is where Rhea Ripley interrupted Asuka, stating that she was tired of Asuka's behavior, and this led to a match between Ripley and Asuka being scheduled later that night. But before that, Sky asked Ripley to call off the match, which Rhea Ripley declined and stated that Sky should be careful with Asuka, which infuriated Io Sky. And later, Rhea Ripley defeated Asuka one-on-one. Following that match on Monday Night Raw, it would be Asuka who spat the mist in Rhea Ripley's face before Sky made the save. However, Asuka performed her spinning back fist on Sky, betraying her. Now this is where Rhea Ripley ends up looking like a smurf. She was just covered in the mist. And after that, Asuka and a conflicted Kairi Sane attacked Sky and Ripley. Now, following that episode, Rhea Ripley called out the Kabuki Warriors, but Io Sky appears instead. Sky then stated that Ripley was right about Asuka and was right about Kairi Sane, but stated that they were family and she still loved them. And the Kabuki Warriors then appeared on the Titantron, and Asuka said that she would forgive Sky if she just apologized to her. Sky then left, only for the Kabuki Warriors to attack Rhea Ripley, and this prompted Io Sky to intervene. Now, Asuka then spits the mist at Sky before continuing the attack on Rhea Ripley. Now, Io Sky here becomes Smurf number 2. And later that night, Sane tried to convince Sky to apologize to Asuka, which Sky refused and then told Kairi Sane to leave her alone. Sky subsequently revealed that Ripley, after speaking to Raw General Manager Adam Pearce, she and Ripley, in Ripley's home country of Australia, would face the Kabuki Warriors in a tag team match at Crown Jewel. Now that is how we got to this match. The tag team match of Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus the Kabuki Warriors dates all the way back to SummerSlam. So, with that being said, on Monday Night Raw, we saw things between Io Sky and the Kabuki Warriors as Rhea Ripley is already in Australia doing press and everything in her home country. With that being said, I would have to pick Rhea Ripley and Io Sky winning this match. If I see any turmoil, I'm going to say it's between the Kabuki Warriors with Kairi Sane and Asuka, because seemingly we're seeing like a Stockholm Syndrome kind of deal between Kairi Sane and Asuka, because we did see Asuka slap Kairi Sane across the face on Monday, but then later it seemed like Kairi Sane was kind of all in when it came to attacking Io Sky. Now, there's also the obvious, this could just be a ruse and Io Sky turns heel. She did state that she does not like playing a heel, she prefers being babyface in a recent interview. So with that being said, she could very well turn heel, and we're being swerved. Regardless, I am going with Rhea Ripley and Io Sky because it's Rhea Ripley's home country, and I really don't see WWE pulling wool under us on that. So I'm going to go with them. They are the winner. And our next match, ladies and gentlemen, is part of the John Cena retirement tour, as John Cena will take on the phenomenal AJ Styles. And in a promo prior to his match at Clash in Paris, John Cena listed the wrestlers he wanted to face before retirement from in-ring competition at the end of 2025, which included the former rival AJ Styles. Following his loss at WrestlePalooza, Cena posted on X about having a match against Styles, which Styles responded saying he wanted the match as well. Now Triple H confirmed the match between them for Crown Jewel, and the way this came off was that this was an option that the fans had. The fans made this match happen. John Cena tweeting at Triple H that he doesn't get to pick his opponents and that this is what the fans want, make it happen. With AJ responding and then Triple H making the match happen, it really felt like the fans got what they wanted on this one, right? Well, according to Fightful Select, the match was going to happen and was only built over social media because John Cena had no scheduled TV dates before Crown Jewel. So this match was already going to happen. They just had the feud go over social media because John Cena has very limited dates left until his retirement. So they built it over social media. And, oh God, I have to pick a winner now. It's unclear to me. We just saw John Cena come off of a big loss against Brock Lesnar. And to be honest with you, that match sucked. WrestlePalooza sucked. I'm hoping we see some new stuff out of John Cena in this match against AJ like we've seen in other matches. He's using other people's finishing moves. He's using moves he's never done before. It's really incredible to watch, to be honest with you. I'm going to say John Cena gets the win. There's literally no rhyme, reason, or logic to why I'm picking John Cena. It just seems like the way to go. And let's take a look at our next match, which is an Australian street fight. I really love how we just, go somewhere and then just name a street fight. It's the way to go, apparently, these days. But since early 2025, Roman Reigns was in a rivalry against longtime rival Seth Rollins, who allied himself with Paul Heyman as Heyman betrayed Reigns and betrayed CM Punk to allow Seth Rollins to become WWE Champion. And they would have allies with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed as Seth and Paul Heyman created the Vision. And at night one of SummerSlam, Roman Reigns and his cousin Jey Uso defeated Reed and Braun Breaker in a tag team match. A month later in Paris, Roman Reigns defeated Bronson Reed. However, he was brutally attacked by Breaker and Reed afterwards, which Reigns was taken out on a stretcher. And, he was out filming for the new Street Fighter movie with Cody Rhodes and did not return until a month later on September 29th on Raw, helping the Usos, his cousins Jimmy and Jay, defeat Breaker and Reed in a tornado tag team match. And on the following episode of Raw, Reigns was interrupted by Bronson Reed and Paul Heyman, and Roman Reigns would then challenge Bronson Reed to fight him at that moment, but Paul Heyman stepped in and stopped Reed from doing just that. However, Heyman then challenged Reigns to face Bronson Reed in an Australian street fight at Crown Jewel in Reed's home country of Australia, which Roman Reigns gladly accepted. Now, these days, nobody just gets a win over Roman Reigns. So will Seth Rollins be involved? Will Braun Breaker be involved? Will Paul Heyman step in and try and distract Roman Reigns from winning this match? Will we see the Usos get involved? Could we see CM Punk? I say CM Punk because he has problems with the Vision too, specifically Seth Rollins. He's also had issues with the Usos, so who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? In an Australian street fight, I'm honestly expecting we're going to see some people get involved, and this is going to be more than just a one-on-one thing. I'm expecting some interference. I'm expecting tables, ladders, and chairs. Oh my. Something big's going to happen, and it's going to be in this match, and it's going to be a lot of fun when it does. I'm also wanting to see a tsunami or two. But this is one of those good guys versus bad guys, a classic match. I'm going to say that the good guy wins. Roman Reigns is your winner of this match, ladies and gentlemen. At least that's my prediction. Or as Paul Heyman would say, that's just not a prediction. That's a spoiler. And fans, we are down to the last two matches, the main event and the co-main event. And we are looking at the WWE Women's Crown Jewel Championship, as Stephanie Vaquer, the Raw Women's World Champion, will take on Tiffany Stratton, the SmackDown's WWE Women's Champion. Now, while this championship is on the line, if we were expected to follow any sort of order as there being an actual champion to this belt, then it would actually be Liv Morgan to defend this championship. However, that's not how the Crown Jewel Championship works. The only people that vie for it are those who are the current champions on Raw and SmackDown. There's no actual champion to defend the belt. It's just for looks. It's for show. It's for the claim to fame that you are a Crown Jewel champion. You don't get to defend the belt. You don't get any of the sort. It's the way it works. Now, when it comes to this particular match, we got here because at WrestlePalooza, Stephanie Vaquer won the Raw Women's World Championship that was vacant because Naomi was the champion. And Naomi announced on Stephanie McMahon's podcast that she is pregnant with Jimmy Uso's child. I mean, I don't know who else it would be. That's who she's married to. But anyway, she had to vacate the title, and we were supposed to get the match at Clash in Paris, as it was going to be Stephanie Vaquer who won the opportunity for that belt to take on Naomi. However, that did not happen, and thus afterwards we got Stephanie versus Io, and Stephanie at WrestlePalooza won the championship, while on September 26th episode of SmackDown, Tiffany Stratton retained the SmackDown WWE Women's Championship as she had faced Nia Jax and Jade Cargill in a triple threat match. And thus, we have the 2025 Women's Crown Jewel Championship match, Stephanie versus Tiffany. And this past week, they did have a promo for the signing of the match on SmackDown, where we actually did not get a fight at a championship signing match. Weird. Fights always happen at those. Anyway, if I have to pick a winner, Tiffany has held her championship obviously longer than Stephanie, but it seems as though the company itself is really high on Stephanie. And I'm going to say that Stephanie defeats Tiffany for the Women's Crown Jewel Championship. And that leaves us, ladies and gentlemen, with the main event of WWE Crown Jewel Perth, as the Men's Crown Royal Championship will be Cody Rhodes, your SmackDown undisputed WWE champion, as he takes on Seth Rollins, your WWE Raw's World Heavyweight Champion. And what's interesting about this, though, is Cody Rhodes won the Crown Jewel Championship. So he's actually, I guess you could look at it as he's actually defending, since this could be the second time for him to win the Crown Jewel Championship. As I said before, There's no title fences throughout the year. This title doesn't even get Cena brought up until this event happens. So, Cody Rhodes retained the SmackDown Undisputed WWE Championship at WrestlePalooza, defeating Drew McIntyre. And as I said, he is the 2024 Men's Crown Jewel Champion. So in a way, it's like he's kind of defending, but this is his second opportunity to be the 2025 Crown Jewel Champion. And it was at the post-show of WrestlePalooza that Cody Rhodes was confronted by the Raw World's Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins. However, neither one of them had a scheduled title defense before Crown Jewel, so this set up the 2025 Men's Crown Jewel Championship match, which WWE's Chief Content Officer, Triple H, confirmed the match. Now, me personally, fans, I think it would be real interesting if the heel wins this match. Referring to Seth Rollins. A lot of people have voiced their opinion not being happy with Cody Rhodes as a champion and that it's been kind of a lackluster and kind of boring. But that happens all the time with a face champion, does it not? Do we not get excited when the face has the uphill battle against the heel, who probably has people on his side defending him and stopping the person who is the face, such as Cody Rhodes, from winning their matches or getting a shot at the title? And even when they have a shot at the title, stopping them, interfering in the match itself, so on and so forth. However, once they become a champion, it's not that fun anymore, because we have a heel going after them. And that is a different feel when a heel chases after a champion versus when a face chases after a champion. But this match, we have champion versus champion for a belt that doesn't matter. My honest opinion is that Cody Rhodes is going to win and be the first two-time Crown Jewel champion. Now, according to Paul Heyman, that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler. And here at Perched on the Top Rope, spoiler free's the way to be. Now, you can listen to this show anywhere and everywhere podcasts are found, from Apple, Spotify, Google, Podbean, Podbay, Red Circle, any podcast platform you can find Perched on the Top Rope. We are on YouTube at youtube.com/Perched on the Top Rope or youtube.com at Perched on the Top Rope. You can find us on Facebook, nearly 25,000 followers strong. It's facebook.com/Perched on the Top Rope. We are on Instagram and Threads at Perched on the Top Rope Podcast. We are on Blue Sky and Twitter at Perched Top Rope, because Perched on the Top Rope was just too long. Now we are on TikTok at Perched on the Top Rope, and we are on twitch.tv/Perched on the Top Rope, where you can watch us on Sundays, unless there's a PLE or pay-per-view, whatever the case may be, where we play Sunday at 8 p.m. WWE 2K25, and sometimes Fortnite, because why not? With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, Eastern Time in the United States, Saturday, Crown Jewel, Perth, Australia. Remember, spoiler free's the way to be. I'm out.